2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1, huh? Interesting. Hey, how you going? Welcome back to RDME. I'm Dee.
I'm Rachel.
And Rach, we are having a second visit to Genesis.
Okay.
And the track we're going to listen to is a track called FIRTH from the 1973 album Selling England by the Pound. And you might remember when we did a Yes track, Awaken, I mentioned that the intro to that was kind of one of the big two piano intros in kind of prog.
Okay.
This is the other one.
Okay.
Okay. And that's the main reason we're listening to this version. There's a fantastic live version from the Seconds Out album, which has got dual drummers and stuff like that. It's a really good instrumental bit in the middle. But we're going to listen to this version, the main studio version, because it's a great, fantastic version as well. Now, the lineup is, again, the classic Genesis lineup of Peter Gabriel, Tony Banks, Steve Hackett, Mike Rutherford, and Phil Collins. and it's a great track.
Okay.
So we'll see what you think. Let's go.
Good. Okay. Cool. Let's go.
One person on the piano. It's crazy.
The path is clear, though no eyes can see. The course laid down long before.
You've got the lyrics.
And so with gods and men, the sheep remained inside their pen. Though many times they've seen the way to leave. He rides majestic past homes of men.
Such a
who
great
care
two
not
versions of this.
or gaze with joy to see reflected there the trees, the sky, the lily fair. The scene of death is lying just below. The mountain cuts off the town from view. Like a cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed. A waterfall is madrigal. An inland sea is symphony. Dino songs urge the sailors on, till lured by the sirens' cry.
Peter Gabriel on flutes.
Very delicate. fragile.
Here comes Steve Hackett. Don't forget about me, he says. I'm coming in.
Now as the river dissolves in sea, so Neptune has claimed another soul. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time worry roll by the river of constant change.
There you go.
There you do go.
What do you think of that?
I like that it came back to the piano.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of like the river of change and the piano kind of like just the way they've used that.
Yeah.
At the start and the end is sort of like that sort of running, bubbling, gurgling kind of stream. Now, in the center section, in the instrumental, was it an effect on the guitar? That main instrument.
In the solo.
Yes.
It was either, I'm not sure if it was an effect or if it was dual
Or a
dual
pedal
playing.
or something like that. Yeah. It was really very kind of engrossing, engaging, and it was very kind of like drew me in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a beautiful solo. It's like a kind of iconic Steve Hackett
Yeah,
solo.
yeah.
And live, it's fantastic. And you just
And then in the background, you had all the drums going as well. So it's sort of like, you know, it's, what do I listen to? But the guitar was what sort of brought it out. And then there were maracas at some stage or something. There was like I don't know, it might have been something on a drum or whatever. But, you know, they were going on as well. I don't know what that was, but, you know.
Yeah, you know, Phil Collins' drumming on this track is amazing, but Mike Rutherford's bass playing is freaking awesome as well. As I said on the Lover video, like, he's a very, very underrated bass player. And his work on this album and this track and even this whole era is fantastic. But yeah, no, it's just that it's so like so uplifting and satisfying and just like engaging and engrossing, like you say. Yeah. No, it's beautiful work by Steve Hackett on guitar. And well, that part was actually, you know, so it calls back to the flute part, which kind of in part calls back to the piano part. So that's actual,
which is all beautiful.
Yeah, it was actually written by Tony Banks on the keyboard, and then he kind of transposed it onto the guitar and they made the bit that, and again, it's just turned into one of the kind of iconic solo pieces.
In terms of, so we did another Genesis track that was from which album?
Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. We did.
Yeah.
What track was it? So we did In the Cage.
It was the one in the cage. Yeah,
Sorry,
that's right.
Sorry, I had a brain fart. It was a while ago.
So that for me, that's the sort of like only other kind of true Genesis
of this era.
Brought up in the 80s, so, you know, I knew Genesis from the 80s and all the kind of hits and stuff like that, and things. But I could definitely see similarities in the music.
Yeah, well, that was the album
composition.
after this one. That was the album after this one.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, this album, it's quite different to the Lamb. I think the Lamb in a lot of places is quite stark and stuff like that. This album is almost ethereal in its sound, and it's I think it's a much warmer album, and it's got some fantastic tracks in it that hopefully we'll get to at some point.
Yeah.
But it's a nice
interesting lyrics as well.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they're Peter Gabriel lyrics or Tony Banks lyrics. They're one or the other, because they never really this era they never really stated who wrote the lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they are really nice lyrics. I've got to say that.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
So let us know what other tracks you might like to listen to from the boys in Genesis, from any phase of their career. You know, obviously not Invisible Touch and stuff like that, because We're not
going to do Invisible
We're not
Touch.
19.
Jesus Christ.
Even more, my kids know Invisible Touch. But yeah, so let us know anything you want to have a listen to and any versions. I say there was a fantastic live version on this on Seconds Out, I know, but I wanted to listen to the original mainly because of the piano part, but also because it's it's nice to listen to the originals as well. All right, cool. Nice one, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.